Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Creeper World 4. That is right, we are back heading into the colonies and I had a request for a first person map. So I believe last time we did auto build FPS 6. So let us move on to 7. We also have 5, 3, and 1. They have more thumbs, but they are older. We're going to get to all of them eventually, most likely, I believe. Let's give this a go and see how it works. Should be pretty fun, I hope. We will be using our turrets, our mortars, our powering capabilities, and as we can see, we have quite the landmass. We have some base constructions, auto fire, first person mode. These are on the keypad. Yay, yay, yay. And there we go. We also have an upgrade panel, which is fantastic. We also get power every 4 minutes, so that's fantastic. And mortar's got some buffs, so very good there. Another world lays before us. We got the high ground this time, but there is a lot of creeper here. You're still equipped with the upgrade system, which is fantastic. And it has the ability to unlock orbital powers. Yay. You start with a few points and earn from collecting caches and over time. And there's now a queue system, so you can specify powers that will automatically be upgraded when enough points are available. Okay, quite the system, quite the system. Let us give it a go. As we can see, here is our little base here. We will clearly want to be freeing ourselves from this, maybe working our way around the back and to the front. That way we have more landmass. Although we don't want to move too fast because, look, we haven't really built anything. Kind of a problem there, but let us see how it goes. First person mode is activated. We do have our shots going out. So like I said, if we actually start way over here, I think this is kind of the best way to kind of start, because if we can, free our landmass from the eponymous creeper. Whoa. A little bit of movement issues. But yeah, we want to free our landmass. I think it will be a good place to start. Let's see how the mortar does. This is thicker creeper, so mortars do pretty good against it. Obviously, the problem with that is just the fact that it doesn't really clean up the little remnants that well. But that's what we have the gun for. We have the combination, the gun, the mortar, and yeah, we're already going to town. Now, I do need to hit the upgrade system. It did say we start with a few points, so I probably should see that, but I figured we had enough. We even got another upgrade point right there, so no real problems, as you can see. Power-wise, we are in a massive deficit, understandably so. It is very interesting that the AI, or the building mechanic, wants to sort of level off this entire landmass. I am intrigued by what's going to happen there. Maybe that's part of the orbital system. I don't know. It's just a lot of leveling that it wants to do. So quite interesting in that regard. As we can see, boom. Yeah, let's get some mortars. Mortars will definitely clear up the big chunks the fastest, and then we will just come in and clear the rest. Once we get to the front, that's when I'll do my upgrade system, because I just don't want to lose any of this little bit of ground here. And you can see, look at that, we're almost to the front now. Front lines. Looks like everything is being covered in anti-creeper too, which is another nice little side benefit. So, ooh, we even have some little bit of growth over there. Let's see if we can sort of take that from the creeper, make it ours. That'll be a nice little buffer zone, so to speak, and we can use our own sprayer because we have the power to spray. And yeah, cover that up. I think this should be the circle completed. Ooh, yeah, there's too much there. But let's check out some of these upgrades for now. If we hit 4, we want auto spray, a small amount of AC will be constantly released. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get an aura, of course. Earn aura, why not? And evaporation aura, yeah, let's get all the auras. We will want an aura range, that will be happening. Unfortunately, I have no more points left. Let us go back to the action. But now we have a bunch of auras. Now we should auto-build things that we are near, which is fantastic. We should have this evaporation aura, which I believe, as you can see, that could be the anti-creeper, that could be us, that's just evaporating things. I'm quite happy with that. And we probably should plan out where we want to go now, because now we're in the set of we have the world at our disposal. So we definitely want that. That I want. So let us work towards that. Get some anti-creeper over there, because creep can't breed over there, but anti-creep can, so that's sort of a really nice thing to hold. Is that what we should be going for? I do not know, but I kind of want it because I see it. I do know there is an upgrade on the other side, so that is pretty potent as well, because that would give us that bigger aura range without a doubt, but let's see. Can we build any towers here? We kind of want to start working with our with our growth, with our creation, if it were. So I want to get some towers. I want them to be able to hold like this mortar. You will do some fantastic work. Thank you for your service. And you know what? We can even build you a little bit faster. That way you will not die instantly. I think that's the biggest thing, is once they're up, they can sort of last substantially longer. It's just getting them up that's the problem. So, you know, sometimes it's hard to get it up, but you know, once you're good to go, you are just golden. Again, we have this cannon. Let's build it up, because again, it can just die instantly, or you can, once it's built, it can kind of hold its own. Especially with this anti-creeper that is coming in. We are just... Oh no, cannon. Yeah, I lost the cannon. I lost the cannon, friend. Or mortar friend, I should say. Mortar friend, I am very sorry. I was just speaking your praises, and everything went bad. I apologize. It does look like this is sort of a pretty good set, though, because we can just cut them off there. That's just a line that they are not going to be repowering themselves from both sides. Not always the best thing in the world to you know, take on too much, because you know, that is one way to do it. But look at this. We are just now cleaving through the creep. Has it been 4 minutes? It has been 4 minutes, so we should have just a free bonus upgrade point, which is fantastic. I love bonuses. And look at that. Look, because both sides were not powering each other, we're now getting some pretty good things going. Getting the system online, getting things operational, and really starting to push it back. Again, I want to use an upgrade point. I want to get that, but I do want things to be a little stable. It does take a second. You kind of have to get out there, but oh my gosh, this mortar. You are doing some serious work there, mortar. Look at it go, just plinking things down. And actually, I'm going to use the upgrade point once we get that one. I mean, the upgrade point is so close. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, okay, so if we can hold this, let's definitely supercharge this, because our supercharger will fill it with AC right away, which is actually pretty potent. And now, okay, we lost a little bit of ground, but again, we have the mortars, we have the system, we have the capability. We will indeed be okay. You can see this side, not nearly as deep, which is great. You don't want deep creep. And ooh, yeah, that's right. You stay, Mr. Tower. You are fine. You are safe and secure. Now that we are in charge. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This should give us an upgrade point. It also is going to give us a new cannon. Even better. And we have some growth points over there. Yeah, we definitely want those completely, but let's get this upgrade point. Let's use this upgrade point. I mean, what's the point of upgrades if you're not going to be using them? Come on. Come on. You're spinning. You're doing the most upgrade. There we go. We found an upgrade point. We absorbed it into our system. And yeah, let us give it a C. So that would be, we hit that, and aura range, that is what we wanted, of course. Oh, we can get a lot of aura ranges. Now, our auras are doing very good work, so I'm actually very happy with that, because, again, our auras auto-build things, I believe. They also will empower things with urn capability, so the more we can empower, the better, really. I mean, I'm very happy with urns. So, auto-building, providing urns, also just, you know, making the creep evaporate, you know, another very good thing indeed. We are taking some glorious terrain, which will give us some very pleasant growth for our anti-creeper, and yeah, oh, that is, oh, let's let's just prevent that from reinforcing. It's weird to say that creep is reinforcing, but that's kind of what it is doing. You know, it spreads itself out, and then, you know, the really big areas have quite the capability to keep the thinner areas secure. But if you can cut out that, I mean, look at just how much easier this entire side is because we just eliminated that. We have a lot of creep on our side, which is fine. As you can see, we are getting this upgrade point, but we are going to hold this steady, because if we can hold this back, this really doesn't have any reinforcement. This whole area essentially becomes ours. We have these towers. They can do it. We can push it back with them. And look at that. We are in the clear, really. I mean, we now have the capability. Let's take the hill. Hill has been taken, all of the things. And yeah, we have a free upgrade point that we can basically just rush to. How are these two holding up? Looks like they're doing pretty good, so I'm okay with that. Let us just move along the side, and this is not a problem whatsoever. I mean, look at this. We're just clearing up the tiny bits of creep because it wasn't reinforced like it was before. And, what do we lose? We don't want to lose it. You know what? We can do some long-range mortaring. That is honestly one of the coolest things about this, is just the fact that if you can see it, you can hit it. So our mortars, even though we are nowhere near, we can sort of really thin out that area. Maybe a little bit closer, maybe. Maybe there is a slight range, but look at that. I mean, we just defended that completely from across the map, got our upgrade point on this side of the map, and look at that. We're even going to get this area to start breeding for us. Why not entirely get our upgrade point? We should be getting another one, actually, for free, as it has been another few minutes. So we should have two, theoretically, which is grand. I am not going to complain about having more upgrade points than not. This should complete our aura range, which is great as well. Again, the aura range is nice to have. Honestly, we could have just empowered our weapons, and that probably would have been maybe better in the short term at least. But hey, you know, there is an upgrade path, there is a build path. I'm not trying to super min-max, I'm just trying to have some fun. And I like the fact that the aura does help the cannons themselves. So, yeah, I'm okay with that. Let's get some anti-creep in there. And again, make that fight for us. You know, one thing you can also do is really focus on the sprayer. I mean, there's probably specific weapon upgrades. If you just put everything into the sprayer, it turns it into a pretty super cannon. You know, it's destroying things as fast as a cannon, and yet it's also covering it in anti-creep for protection itself. But yeah, we've established that we're pretty good. Let's super build the nullifier. Say it with our super gun. Oh, dun. And that's because we just super build it. No more emitter right there. Easy peasy. That's what we like to see. And let us check out what the situation on the map is, actually. Looks like we're doing pretty good. We have this still holding. These two are still doing their damnedest. We're going to start taking this, get it to that choke point, get that right there, of course. Let us also check our upgrades. We have 4 points to spend. Oh, jeez. Push the back creeper in an area. Oh, yeah, we'll take a shield. Why not? Upgrade the area of effect of the cannon. Ooh, yes, please. That is the cannon upgrade. I am quite the fan of the cannons. So let's get back to it and let us use this cannon. Let's see if the area is that much better. And look at that, we already are hitting the crimson. So let's actually swap over to this anti-creep. You know, it is the best way to handle the crimson. It is very effective, but at the same time, you know, I mean, it feels a little cheesy. You know, it's nice just to blow stuff up. You know, I just want it destroyed, and look at the difference. I mean, we can destroy that, which we're going to do because we can then also fill it with anti-creep back there, and that should be helpful because again, with our anti-creep, we are wanting to use that for the crimson itself, and I want to get through this checkpoint because I do believe there's a crystal there. So if we can eliminate that crystal, that will essentially neuter this crimson right there. And if we neuter that crimson, then we can hold that choke point very, very easily. Not really being a problem because there's no crimson to affect our towers. So now, do we want to push through the choke point, or do we want to push through the other side? The choke point is easier for our towers to hold. Yeah, see, there's the crimson land. You can see it is right there. That is what's causing all of the crimson to happen. Do not like, and you know what? We're just going to sort of do some preventative crimsoning. As you can see, we are just going to destroy behind it. It's going, oh, geez, this mortar does some serious work right there. The crimson is not liking that whatsoever, and yeah, there is still some. But look at how much we've pushed back. We've pushed it back with our anti-creep. The towers are pushing through the Crimsonation. And yeah, we have done it. I think we have prevented the Crimson takeover of this area. I think since we're here, we're just going to stay on the side. I mean, it makes sense to me. We are pushing in. It is, again, the problem with it being actually a choke point. It's actually a good thing that's a choke point for the purpose of holding it, but for the purpose of actually progressing, you know, you're choke pointing yourself as well. You know, if we had 30 towers built, now we don't control if the towers get built, where they get built, how they get built, and this is awfully deep. So, you know, that is a slight problem as well. We can work towards orbitals. Apparently that is a thing that they did say in the beginning, but you know, we're first person, you know? It's not like we need orbitals. We are perfectly fine. Let's see how well... Ooh, this... Okay, so the upgraded cannon is doing some serious work. We found 2 upgrade points, which should get us the upgraded mortar, and yeah, I think I'm just going to go for that right now. We have... Ooh, alright, upgrade mortar, upgrade sprayer. Fabrication power is nice, but that is fine. Oop, don't want to hit terraform. Sorry about that. I'm back. There we go. Let's see how this mortar does now that we have upgraded it. And yes, it is definitely doing some serious work. It was doing some serious work before. I'm going to say it's doing more. You know, that's, I mean, that's the point of the upgrade, right? That this does more. Just does more, just gets better. Let's try and do what we did before. Even though this emitter is here, if we do cut it off from the main supply, that will prevent it from being sort of refreshed. So let's get this emitter down. You are going to fall and keep you disconnected. Easy peasy, beautiful. Swap to the cannon. That should, yeah, that's right. And just our aura is powering up as well, but this emitter taken care of. Again, another thing in our list. We do have a lot of enemies left to nullify, a lot being, you know, 3. But that is 3 enemies that we cannot control. We have to make sure that our base can handle it. Our power is just growing. I believe the power of the weapons does grow based off of the sheer volume of land that you control. So the more we take, the stronger we become. The stronger we become, the more we can take. So on and so forth. Now, the map itself, I believe, is designed to get harder the deeper you get in to compensate for that. As you can see, these waves, I mean, look at how big that is. It's massive. Luckily, we have the massive mortar right here, so we are able to take things out. We do have some not too bad stuff at all. Let us go for the patch over here. Yeah, we don't want that breeding for them, we want that breeding for us. So I think that should do. Again, it's so deep right now that realistically holding that temporarily without us completely focusing on it, not going to be the best thing. But we can, without a doubt, really work towards it. Keep it down. Once we get these, this might be what we need in order to hold it. Let's just seed it, of course. You do want to seed things. It does help. Let's fully charge that just so it doesn't instantly die as well. And yeah, I think we will be in a much better spot. Now, do we go straight for the emitter? I don't know right now. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. Maybe we cut it off, go for our upgrade point, see what we get, see where it goes. But yeah, our mortars are pretty powerful now. How is our gun at pushing things back? Also pretty powerful. If it is not incredibly deep, our gun just decimates the land. I guess let's check the sprayer. How does the sprayer push stuff back? As you can see, it doesn't push things back as well, but does also build that wall of anti-creep that is quite nice to have. But, you know, we're not here to build walls. We're here to tear them down and just destroy the creeper. That's what we want. It looks like there's some bad stuff in this corner, so we definitely want that done. Let's just ooh, 3 upgrade points. Yes, please. Oh, I will gladly take that. But let's take this corner, because this corner is being quite the problem. Spawning, I mean, you never want to spawn on you. There we go. We'll even do that just as a little preventative measure so a tiny bit doesn't sort of slip in there when we're not looking. And, oh my, look over here. They are pushing back quite hard. I say quite hard, I mean they're not really actively pushing back. It's just what the creep does. The creep creeps around. You know? Creeps are quite the creeper. We do have a lot of upgrade points though, so let us see what that does. And right now, let's back away for a second, hit that, spend some points, boom, a weapon efficiency. We do have that. What else do we have? We have fabrication power, we have AC breeder, we can drop that, we can do singularity, we can do a rain, a conversion. Is this like a power? Active ability calls down a singularity. Maybe. Rain costs 6. Okay. This is upgrade weapons like energy. And then weapon speed. Don't care about weapon speed. I think maybe we're going to save up. Let's save up, because conversion is going to cost a lot. I don't really like conversion. I like rains. So let's save up for the rain. It's going to cost 6. Perfectly fine. We have time. We're also going to be able to take some more glorious upgrade points. So if I'm going to have a power, I want it to be one that I think is a lot of fun. And personally, you know, honestly, the singularity would actually probably be pretty fun. We could drop it and just utterly mortar it down. So maybe the singularity. Again, we are going to handle this emitter right there. Honestly, the damper would be kind of fun too. I love the damper. I know it is highly overlooked. It realistically, comparatively to the other things, it is not very flashy at all, but it is so effective at what it does that I really can't say two more good things about it, you know? Just being able to completely halt the creep, in essence, is so very strong that it's hard to really comprehend, because it lasts so long, so you can really make a lot of use out of it. So I really highly suggest you not forget about the damper. We do have a pretty big stash. It is getting quite big, and that's perfectly fine. We are penning in this this one emitter, which is great as well. But I do want to get to the stash. I think we're going to want to take care of that, make sure no more waves are necessarily coming out of it. And again, we are just going through the back door right here. As you can see, we're on the back lines. We're not by the front. We really could do with a crossover. But let's get this stash. Let's make it pop for us. If we drop a bunch of AC there, it should, in essence, pop itself. Because it's saying, hey, I can't suck up creep anymore. I'm going to just explode. And there it goes. It exploded. Let's get this mortar on this stash because it is releasing a lot. This is what we wanted. We wanted to destroy this wave that it was going to create in our own setting. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that result right there. We are losing some things here and there, but look at that. Stash, you have been eliminated. We do have some generation of our own going on right here. And you know what? Let's cover this whole area just a little bit too with our own goo. Yeah, I think we're pretty much wrapping up this emitter as well. We've almost completed our surround of the emitter, which is fantastic. Almost gotten another upgrade point. If this is 2, we might even be able to get pretty close to that upgrade. Let's see what we get for it. I don't know. It is 2 more. So we might be able to do, say, a rain as a superpower. That would be kind of fun. Let's give it a check while we leave our mortar right there. We now have 6 points. Oh, there we go. Let's go with the rain. I think that is more fun. Okay, so active power is ready. I believe it is Q or E or tab. Uh-oh. I do not remember how to actively do my active power. That is a little bit of a problem. Just a wee little bit. But that's okay. Let's make sure we just... Ooh, this emitter is definitely going to be a problem. Once... Okay, there we go. Let's make sure this nullifier is super built. And then... There we go. Let us check the ADA log again, because I want to make sure I can use my rain. So, real quick, we're going to pause, check the ADA log, open upgrades, Z? Yeah, so I hit Q. Interesting. So I thought, Z, and custom 5, or right click. It's right click, there we go. Q and Z, swap between them, that was my fault. Okay, no problem at all. Let's just look over there and see how this goes. If we hit 5, boom, look at that. Rain coming down. Oof. I mean, how can you argue with a controlled rain that we can spawn anywhere we want just by looking? It'll be ready in 2 minutes, so it's not necessarily the quickest cooldown, so to speak. But it is our cooldown, and I'm okay with that. You handle that emitter, rain. I am thrilled by that. And I think we're recharging too, so fantastic. You can see with the sheer amount of land that we are controlling, we are quite destructive now. And by raining on their parade, so to speak, we've really shrunk the sheer viability of this emitter. It was producing so much, and it still is, as you can see. But because we had the rain there, it basically, we were able to drain most of the other area just with our AC and our towers that are already built. We're going to let this emitter have a little bit of fun, you know, let it come back just a wee little bit, but I do want to just take over the rest of the land. So emitter, you stay there, you have fun. We just want to do some cleanup, you know, get some things under our control. You know, we don't want that there. We want that to be ours. Emitter, you are destroying things behind me. I can tell. We have another emitter right there, and it looks like these are actually the last 2 emitters. I didn't even realize we were at the last 2 emitters already. This is quite the not what I was expecting to see. So this is essentially the end. Maybe we went through the wrong side. Maybe we were supposed to go through this side first, because it seems like these emitters, like this emitter right there, 40 every 0.5 seconds. That's a nothing emitter. So yeah, I think I chose either poorly or amazingly. I mean, depending on how you look at it, because we can just utterly decimate this, not even a question. Again, why wait for it to build when we can just build it ourselves? When you build it yourself, you know, you feel that much better. Nullified. This other emitter, has been nullified too. I wasn't even planning on that. That is everything. So we just need to collect one more item, which is right over here. Oh no, I took a little bit of damage. Oh no! That is it, though. This is the last bit of generation, I believe, that the creep have left. I think that is entirely the map. We have taken it all. We have reclaimed. We have first-person creepered the world. Let's take a look, make sure everything is there, and look at that. We have it under our control. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Again, we went this way. I do believe this emitter was stronger than these, so probably going this way would have been more effective and working our way back. Once we sort of got this choke point and the Crimson wasn't coming through, that could have held very well, and then we could just march back and taken the easier stuff. But I think that's okay. Had fun either way. Cannot complain with this first-person action. Time-wise, I don't know how we did. 33, not terrible. 12 minutes, though. Poof, that is quite good. Not terrible, not the best, worst. Pretty much standard for me. I'm a pretty okay player. Not the best in the world, but not the worst, so I will take it. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you next time. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Again, I'm doing this because a commenter did say that they want to see a first person next, so that is why it is here. So thank you so much. Take care, and have a wonderful day.